Here we go. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of F9, The Fast Saga. Review / rant, because you guys already kind of know that. But anyways, F9, The Fast Saga, of course, is directed by Justin Lin once again. And I mean, do I really even need to give the plot? I mean, they're recycling the plot of Dominic Toretto trying to walk away from the life that he created when it comes to heists and fast cars, tries to seclude himself, but guess what? He gets summoned yet again. This time he's got Letty, and obviously with the last movie that came out, he found out that he had a son. So now they are trying to live secluded, this time like more in the country. They're not, secluded in some, in a South American country where he's drinking Coronas all day and wearing white clothing. Although he does wear a lot of white clothing in here, and I kind of go, why are you going to do that when you're going to be getting all dirty and stuff? I don't know, but yeah, apparently he's Scotch guard. I don't know what he does, but for some reason when he wears a white shirt, it doesn't get dirty. Tell that to John fucking McClane. So Dom and Letty, of course, are brought back into the mix when they realize, like, hey, we got the villain from the last movie, Charlize Theron, who played, I think her name is Cypher, this time sporting Moe's haircut from the Three Stooges. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. All this shit is happening, and of course we got John Cena, who plays Dom's brother Jacob. We already saw that in the trailer. Like I said, I'm not going to give away like spoilers or anything. Everything that was pretty much given in the trailers, I will talk about and gripe about and everything like that. But yes, we got John Cena, who, we find out 9 movies later that, hey, Dom has a younger brother. And there's a new weapon that's going to take over satellites and do whatnot and this, that, and this. And it's separated. You got to put the 2 pieces. It's essentially that. I mean, this franchise has turned into a video game. And that's pretty much it. And you guys know that I just didn't dig this movie. I didn't like the last movie. I don't think this movie exhausted me as much as the last movie, with the submarine and everything. And maybe it was because it had, I don't know. I don't know why that one I really can't stand. But this one, maybe not as much, but still pretty damn close. Do I get the appeal of this franchise? Yes, I do. I know that, hey, just turn your brain off, watch the cars drive fast, watch them, guys with big biceps like punching each other. And also the ladies are getting involved too. I mean, they're, especially in this one, there's a whole little part where the ladies go and kick some ass. Really good scene, actually. Really enjoyed it. That's why I don't get, like, if they're going to actually do a all-female spin-off, why are you going to do that? Hey, how about you do a movie where guys and girls work together? Equality. But no, and not in the society that we live in now. It's got to be all female, which is not going to... Anyways, but, so, yes, okay, I get the whole appeal of that. But at the same time, like this movie tries to do, they always try to get sentimental when it comes to backstories, drama, and everything like that. And there's backstory, of course, that we have to see with Dom and Jacob. We got to see why they haven't been talking for a while. So they do this whole flashback sequence, and they try to make it dramatic, which is actually not that bad. I actually thought, oh, okay, this is kind of interesting that they're going back, and you got these younger actors playing these, larger than life characters, even though Vin Diesel had to stand on a soapbox just to be eye level with The Rock. So I get that, but then all of a sudden it just gets into the ridiculousness because, yes, now these, I mean, they're all superhuman now. They're all very much superhuman, especially Dominic Toretto. He is full on. I mean, there's something in here where you just go, oh my God. I mean, he's literally just, I guess you had to outdo The Rock because of, The Rock in Hobbs and Shaw. I mean, he was literally like, wasn't he holding on to like a helicopter and anything? Yeah, I mean, we got all that. I mean, I guess you just got to go, okay, yeah. Who injected them with the fucking Captain America serum? But what really pissed me off in this movie, guys, and I expressed this in my first reaction, what fucking irked me, and I just, is the fact that, yes, okay, we know that Brian, Paul Walker's character, they didn't kill him off because out of respect for Paul Walker, which I understand that, and I understand that even though I was done with these movies after they had his send-off in Furious 7, I understand that, yeah, even Paul Walker, if he was like still alive, or we somehow could, summon him through a seance or something like that, where he could just be like, hey, please continue this franchise, the beloved franchise, please do it. I understand it. But I also think that he would have been okay if they actually did kill off the Brian character, like in some kind of sacrifice way, in behind the wheel of the car. I mean, I honestly think that he would have been okay with that, and they probably should have did it because the excuse that they have for Brian not being a part of this mission is fucking bullshit. When it comes to the Fast and Furious franchise, Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, I mean, they just went well together. I mean, remember we had Too Fast, Too Furious when it didn't have, Vin Diesel, and it felt like something was missing. And then all of a sudden we had the third one, which went way off. And then all of a sudden when the fourth one came in, I think the fourth one is like, it might actually be my favorite. I don't know. That one and 5 are pretty damn good. I mean, there was a point where it was like, wow, these movies are getting pretty crazy, insane, and like good, where it's just like, yeah, you got to suspend disbelief, which I totally understand, but it just gets ridiculous when there's fight scenes on top of trucks and cars, stuff like that, and they conveniently just land literally on other cars. Everything's a green screen. Everything is CGI now. There's really no practicality when it comes to all this stuff anymore. That's the bad part too, is there's so much green screen and CGI, and before people start like coming at me going, dude, just gotta turn it, it's like, but I always see like this shit happening with other fandoms like Star Wars or Marvel, even DC, where it's like they talk about it, all the green screen, but then it's just, when it comes to the Fast and Furious franchise, they just get a pass. But it gets so ridiculous. It really gets ridiculous. And like I said, why does Vin Diesel have to wear white shirts? And then when he's done doing his craziness, there's just literally, it's like it just came out of the washer and dryer and someone fucking bleached it. Then you got the other characters too, of course. You got Letty, Michelle Rodriguez, great. She's gorgeous, love her. And then of course, you got Jordana Brewster, who returns. And like I said, it's like, okay, she's here, Brian's not here, and then then you got Tyrese Gibson, Roman. Remember Roman in Too Fast, Too Furious? Remember his character in there? It's not the same anymore. I mean, essentially, when it came to Too Fast, Too Furious, that was supposed to be written for Vin Diesel, and then, of course, they had to rearrange some things because he didn't want to do it. I don't know what that whole deal was. He walked away from Triple X, too. And then all of a sudden, it was like he tried to start other franchises. Didn't quite work, even though I think the Riddick franchise is probably, I don't know, to me, it's pretty strong. But everything else kind of failed when it came to Vin Diesel. But hey, he got paid millions of dollars just to go, I'm Groot. By the way, anytime that Vin Diesel tries to like smile and get all like, touchy-feely in this movie, he looks high as fuck. Is that just me? And what kind of filters are they putting on these people's faces? Because they look younger than they... Tyrese Gibson's character Roman is so fucking annoying. Do they not like let his character know how these missions are going to play out and how they're going to achieve some of the stuff? Because he always seems like he's out of the know. He's always yelling and complaining, think he's going to die. But what they did with this character this time, because it's gotten so ridiculous, is like they made his character kind of be the one that's kind of almost breaking the fourth wall. I mean, he might as well just been talking to the camera, because he starts talking about like how they've done all these and they've walked away without any scratches. And you kind of go, yeah, that makes sense. And then of course you got Ludacris, which I like Ludacris. I really do. And I actually like his character, but they're always just playing off each other. He's always just telling him how dumb he is and how stupid he is and shut up and this, that, and this. And it's just getting old. And then of course they get strapped onto a shuttle and sent off to space. Hey, that was in the trailer. That's not spoilery. We saw that in the trailer. You know that that's where they were going to go. It was joked about a while ago. They took it seriously. I can't believe they actually did it. Anytime when this whole thing was... First off, you had to just blindly accept it. I mean, I get suspending disbelief, and there was like a little bit of an explanation of how they were achieving this, which I won't go over, but it was just like all of a sudden they were just there. It's happening. They're doing it. There they go. And every time they cut back, I was cringing. I just kept getting lower and lower and lower into my seat, guys. Get back to the chase sequences and the big magnets and everything like that, which, man, I tell you what. I mean, if there's so much grief about damage in people's lives, like innocent, people that are like just walking around and everything like that, geez, this movie didn't give a fuck. Is it going to get any backlash like the CBMs? Sung Kang is back. Justice for Han. Hey, let's do a spin-off movie with just him. I think they kind of did that already. I know there's like something like that. And then, of course, Tokyo Drift. I get that. But, hey, I like his character. But, of course, the way they bring it back, it's pretty convenient. It's like you got to rearrange some things. And then there you go. Han's still alive. Accept it. Where's this franchise going to go now, guys? Where's it going to go? That's what I'm wondering, okay? Space? What? Time travel? Huh? Teleportation? Multiverse? What's going to happen next? I'm trying to wonder, because apparently the last movie, which is going to be the next one, is going to be divided in two parts because, why not end a franchise at 11?
These go to 11.
Totally makes sense, right? I don't know. But then, of course, there was a mid-credit scene, so if you haven't seen it yet and you plan on, wait for the mid-credit. Intriguing. I'm kind of going, okay, let's see where that goes, because, even though I gripe about this franchise, I've been over it, it's like, I'm still going to see the next one just to see how it ends, even though I'm kind of dreading it now. But, you know, I still kind of go, certain stories within this, you know, within this franchise, I'm still kind of going, okay, I kind of want to see where some of these characters go. I don't give a shit about Dom anymore because it's just, I think I even said a while back, I'm like, they should do a more contained story for just Dom and Letty and maybe the child, maybe to go back to the street racing roots, make a more contained story, lower budget, do something like that. But no, they're not going to do that because, well, every movie has to be bigger than the last one because, well, Vin Diesel's ego is bigger than the last time. So there you have it, guys. That's my review rant of Fast 9. Like I said, I'm like, where is this fucking franchise going to go? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they already did this and it was so just ridiculous and, oh man, a little exhausting right there. I mean, even just talking about it right there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. And, you know, I mean, I get it that there's probably going to be people that are going to get upset with me like about it. And I'm like, hey, if you enjoyed these movies, perfectly fine. I just got over it after Paul Walker passed away, and I just hate that they're continuing on when it comes to this, and they just have to come up with some kind of excuse of why Brian isn't there, and I just absolutely hate it because it just, I don't know. To me, it just seems shady, sleazy. You know, this whole fucking franchise, the theme is about family, but it doesn't seem like it's like that in real life. There you have it, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up if you'd be so kind. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Hit that join button if you want to join Film Junkie, become a member and get some members-only videos and streams, or if you want to join the Patreon and help out the pirate ship and partake in some of those streams as well as video questions and whatnot. Do all that, and then of course merchandise down below in the Film Junkie closet. All right, guys. Talk to you later.